Seven of Wands. Difficult moments, confusion, complexity, asking ourselves so many questions, wondering who's right, who's wrong. Seven of Wands. I pulled that card out randomly from my desk here. And I told myself I really want to get down to the core of our problems. Humanity has always been a disaster. And I have been thinking a lot about it. I talked a little bit in the last video. I've been talking about it endlessly on Twitter. And my cynical nature is really coming out in terms of our race. We have tried to go on a road of progression without actually progressing. Regressing, if you will. We've become more separate, not more unified. We start to spit buzzwords at people when we don't know where they come from or who they are. Some people rightly deserve to have their behavior called out. Most of the time, we spit at somebody for one word we don't like because we hold them at such a high regard. Why do we do that? Why would we ever do that? To ourselves or to them? That's what I don't get. I just think we really need to take a step back and look at ourselves as a whole. You know. I don't know how else to say. I turned on this camera thinking I was going to have some kind of wise thing to say. I always do this. Let me turn on this camera, spontaneously, and it never really works, but I am trying. Oh boy. I really feel like there's something seriously missing. Something that we should be easily be able to reach into our hearts and say, oh hey, there it is. There it is. It was right in front of our eyes, but I don't know what it is. It's like we're all trying to sew ourselves together. Sew the pieces together. But it always comes unraveled. But we always try to do it in the same way. Over and over and over again. And then wonder why it doesn't work. What's that phrase? Stupidity is doing the same thing over and over again? Or ignorance is something like that. Ignorance and stupidity is doing the same thing over and over again. Because doing the same thing over and over again gets no results. And I feel like it's just repeat, repeat, repeat. It's all we do. It's all you and I probably do. And I feel like there's a way to change it. But how? How do we get people to be like, hey, gee, maybe this isn't working? I don't know. We can't just point fingers at every individual person we see and call them wrong because they don't agree with us. There has to be a better way to do all this stuff. So, yeah. I have been dwelling on humanity a lot. Why we're this way, why I am human. I've been thinking a lot to myself lately. If I could just find a way to travel in the astral fashion as a bird of some kind. I have been able to do it as an egret, but I haven't been able to do it in a while. I see birds and like big cats and stuff a lot in visions and dreams. I think when it was a few years ago that I visioned myself as an egret. And the feeling of freedom, of going past the mountains and going over the city with like golden lights and just the real genuine feeling of freedom. And it's taken me a long time to realize why I envision myself that way, why I'm so drawn to birds to begin with, because they have wings, they can fly high up in the air, and to me that's the ultimate freedom. It's having nothing around you, just being able to do what you want at that moment. As an individual bird. And, yeah. Last year I've been thinking a lot about freedom as well as humanity. About what I really want to do with my life, what I'm passionate about. I have so many interests. I have so many things that I am highly interested in. But to say I'm passionate, I don't know if it's the right word. I am highly interested in music. I am highly interested in writing. I just wish I could really get a grasp on something. And I'm thinking maybe I should start doing more proactive things in the world if I'm so concerned about how people are acting. I don't know. I'm saying a bunch of different things at once. I don't think this is going to be cohesive, but I don't really care anymore. I have for too long pretended to be somebody I'm not. Tried to smile and look pretty and all that stuff. And just not be who I am. And I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. I feel like I just come on this channel to rant these days. I have a lot of thoughts that either, like, I can't express properly without somebody jumping down my throat. Or many people. I try to tell myself it doesn't matter what they think. It doesn't matter what they say, but it always gets to me somehow. It's not really true. I think it used to get to me more. And I've sort of, like, cared less and less as time has gone on, which is good. But anyway, yeah, so. And this feeling of needing to be free has been there for a long, long time, you know, before the quarantine. Although, this has not helped. This has not helped in the slightest, because I have been sitting in this house 90% of the time, wishing I could just scream, jump out, and run into the woods, and disappear. Seriously, that fantasy of having a log cabin in the forest, deep in the forest, probably is dangerous. I'm a witch. I could probably handle it, but, like, probably not. I don't know. But, like, the idea of being isolated by so much nature, away from humans, honestly, I love it. So, I don't know how to summarize this video. I don't even know if I'm posting it. I feel like I'm missing something about people. I feel like we're missing something. I feel like I'm missing something. There's a bunch of serious... We all have the little pieces. Like I said, we're all sewing and we're all unraveling, but we also all have... It's like we need, like, bigger, major pieces that are gonna lock all the little pieces together, but we only have the little pieces. We don't have the big pieces. And it feels like there's a puzzle and there's so much missing to it. And the parts that are more important are the things that are missing. And I don't know how else to describe it. There's something essential wrong. And I don't know. I'm not one to say what the gods are thinking. I would never. But I do have to wonder what they're doing. I was never one to believe that the gods wanted peace, and, you know, a lot of people have this theory, oh, if there's a spirit up there, or a god, whatever, then why is he letting people, that he wouldn't let people die or get hurt? Like, what makes people think God is nice? What makes people think the gods are nice? In my case. What if they want this? What if we weren't meant to be here? What if we weren't meant to be here for this long? And if we are, what if we're not meant to be a normal, organized society? You know, people have tried over and over again to unite people and they're, you know, same pay, you know, communist stuff, but it's never worked. People have always rebelled. People have always fought back. We're not meant to be that way. But what are we meant to be? We're not meant to be a mess either. I am rambling now. Well, I should probably sleep or something useful. I hope you guys had a great weekend, a great Father's Day. If you don't have a father, I hope you found a way to remember your father's memory and celebrate. I honestly have a living father, so I can't relate. But I hope you guys are doing well too. You know, otherwise, happy Father's Day or whatever. And, happy Letha to everyone who celebrated it. I haven't really been in the Letha mood till, like, kind of tonight. I was watching the Fireflies before. And I could swear there's some fairy energy mixed in there. I swear the fairies are out there. And they like to combine themselves with the Fireflies. I don't know whether they do it to hide, or they actually communicate with them. I suspect the latter. I suspect both, actually. But anyway, Fireflies are so beautiful. when they come out. They're so magical. Unfortunately, they also come hand in hand with mosquitoes, which kind of sucks. But, yeah. So, anyway. I'm getting that real magical summer vibe, finally, that I used to get. My soul feels tired. And I feel like I'm just looking for a way to make it wake up. I look tired, too. It's like 11 o'clock or something. I don't know, it's not that late. Well, I'm gonna have to watch this over and to see what I can title this video and such. So, I'll see you guys, and I'll talk to you guys whenever. Have a good night.